Have you ever been in a friend group where there's always that one person who never contributes to paying the bill? Or how about your roommate who always happens to be borrowing your things and never actually returns them? If you have encountered people like this before, chances are that you should probably reseize your treatment of bad people. Not only are they toxic, but they can also negatively affect your life in more ways than one. Luckily for you, there are numerous ways you can take active steps toward dealing with them. For starters, the best course of action to take is to be equipped with the proper knowledge to distinguish bad people apart from well-mannered ones. Let's say, hypothetically, you're hanging out with your coworkers at a restaurant. Suddenly, one of them say that they, unfortunately, have to eat someplace else. This conveniently happens just after everyone has finished eating and the bill is about to arrive. As good and reasonable people, some of your coworkers will simply offer to contribute by paying the group bill together. If this happens one time, there's no need to worry about it as much. But let's say it happens again and again and again.
Oh Lord. Again. A fucking again.
If this occurs, you may have a bad person out on the loose. As a general rule of thumb, you can take into consideration the following steps: sense, strategize, and shut. If a bad person is wandering about, you can choose to sense them first to try to get to know them. This is an essential first step because giving the person the benefit of the doubt can rid you of any biases if they didn't exactly give you a good first impression. Now, if this doesn't work out, you can still formulate a few strategies to try working your way around bad people. One strategy could be to reason with them to see if they would listen. To use the example given earlier, you could try starting a group conversation with the bad person that you and your coworkers are finding difficult to deal with. Explain why you think their actions are bad and what the consequences could be if they choose to keep acting that way. You could also try encouraging them to try and be better people. If both sensing a person out and formulating strategies to deal with them still don't work, your last result can always be to shut them out.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Remember, if a person is acting as a bad influence and disrupting your mental and emotional health, you have the right to ignore them as you please. Dealing with bad people is never an easy job. It often takes time and several courses of action just to get some peace of mind. But even so, addressing bad people is not an impossible task. Simply remember to detect them, use strategies to deal with them, and shut them out if they persist in their ways. As mentioned earlier, dealing with bad people is never an easy job. But what it's like to deal with evil people, watch it to figure it out.